Hello everyone, this is Daniel, and I'm going to be talking to you about something different. I'll be talking to you about original things after this, but let's talk about something different. Now, this is going to be interesting. Now, how do cats know who we are? And basically, just let me tell you something about cats. They have a peripheral vision of red and blue. And the surprising thing is, they can't even see black and white. They don't see black or white. Because, we see our main colors are red, blue, and yellow. Maybe even green. But that's just yellow. And, that's how we see black and white. Cats don't have that. They just have what we think is, we think cats' vision is, of course, literally, blurry and, just bland. Let me tell you something. They have what we do not know about, that God told me, that they have heat sensors on their cheeks. And they go to their eyes, and they have the same on their lower backs. And it goes to their eyes. They have mirrors in their eyes. So they have to see things very brightly, or as we think. And the fact that cats see things very brightly, if they were to see, let's say, this light, we would see that this light is very bright. And that's a light. It's a light, yeah. But cats see only in, let's say, peripheral heat. Because if they look at the light, and they see bugs in the light, obviously that would seem to blind the cat, right? Actually, that's not true. Because the cats, like bugs, they see light in a different light. Light is sensed by heat. And what we look at is very bright because it's hot coils. They see hot coils as a different color. Now that might seem silly, but actually they can't see black or white, like I said. So cats, they literally see hot coils as being, let's say, green. And if it's like a metal that is cold, they'll see it as purple. So if the metal's hot, it's green. If it's cold, it's purple. Interesting, eh? Because they see red, they see red through blue, they even see green. They only see primary colors, like they see blue, they see purple, they see green, they see a little bit of red, and not so much yellow. Although some yellow, but not much. What else do they see? They see turquoise, they see aqua, like I said, and they see other primary colors like orange and also maybe brown, maybe not even brown. And all the colors that might see bland, they don't see that bland color. They just see heat and light. That's all they see. And if the wall is yellow and hot in one area, and it's yellow and cold in another area, it's going to be a different color to them. So why do they see in heat? And also in not only heat and light. So let's say, why do they even see in light and heat? Well, light produces heat, as we can see it. So if a bright light was shining, let's say green to them, and they see it as heat, and their eyes do shut a little bit when it's hot or bright. They'll see it as bright green, but when it's turned to, let's say, off and there's no light, they'll see purple and other colors like it. So they see turquoise as clearness. So what if something is clear? What if something is clear? They would see it as aqua or orange. Hot liquid is orange, and cold liquid is aqua. But then, how can cats see us in a different light? Because the walls might be cold, but a little bit of greenish purple to them. But if they see us in a different light, they would see us as green, like dark green. So, the more subtle the heat, the more they can sense it, because their colors are not that much, so they can see the subtleties of our heat. Now, if we were a different shape, they would see a different heat source. So, of course, cats see us in the same shape as everything else, but our heat source is what makes them see us for who they are. They haven't taught that since birth. And kittens hiss at us because they don't know who we are. They're afraid of us, and they only know their mommy. But mommy teaches them that certain heat sources mean different things. So if a playful heat source is, let's say, hotter, that's what playful means. But if it's also, let's say, colder in some areas, for, let's say, how we don't have much of a love drive, they would just see it as colder. If they see as another color as bright green, they might not like us because we might have problems with them. But if they see us as dark green, they might see us as loving and caring. If they see us as purple, they might see us as loving. Now they're thinking, how did I get into that information? Well, it was some sort of vision, and God told me, cats know us. If you treat them like trash, they'll treat you like trash. And that's how cats know us. If you treat anything like trash, expect to be treated back by having them treat us like trash back. So if you treat them like trash, expect them to treat you like trash back. Now, interesting. So, let's say treat a human like trash, they'll forgive you, and they'll love you back. In some cases. Some humans are not the same like that. If you treat a cat like trash, they'll forever not like you forever. They'll not be forgiving what you did to them. And if you treat them like trash, they'll know what your color is, and they'll treat you like a policeman treats a criminal, as something that you throw away the key of love. So basically, that means some cats are afraid of us not because of who we are, but what we did to them. And that color source means everyone else that has that color source, they're afraid of. They know what you're gonna do. So if you treat a cat like trash, you're gonna treat everyone else like trash the same way you did to them, and people are gonna be like you. People who are like you that see, oh, that cat is running away from me, or he's attacking me. Why is he doing that? And then you say, he's been doing the same thing to me too. And you say like, well, it's like we're brothers. Hey, they attack brothers. And instead, unfortunately, what you did to the cat will make that cat do the same thing to basically your own brothers. Trust me. Treat a cat like trash like that many times, they won't forgive you. But love them, and they'll love you back, and love everyone like you back. So remember, a cat treats you the way you treat them back. And not only do they do that to you, but to everyone else. And despite not knowing what you did to them, they know by your heat source, and they know by your color. And the color source is really different. They don't see brown, they don't see tan, they just see simple primary colors. And actually, cats know everything by the color. And the cats actually see color, primary colors. Like they may only see like 4 colors, but they see very vividly what those colors are like. So if they see, a little bit of purple there and another purple next to it, why can't they not know where they're going? Well, they absolutely know where they're going. They're going where the color is different. Like if the color is the same, they would bump into everything. But there's a whole bunch of differences for those colors. It's brought from royal purple to nightshade purple. Their purples are very, very, very different. Like ours. I mean, cat's vision is very simple. And you're thinking, wow, if a cat is very different vision than ours, then why don't we actually give them actual treatment, actually see what's really on the inside of their vision to see what they're like. Since people have experimented like that, they didn't see what they actually had, which was next to their eye on their cheek, which was a heat sensor. They have heat sensors, guys. It goes right into their eyes. And the reason why they don't see everything brightly is because, they look at light. They look at different colors. They don't get blind. Basically, practically speaking. Unless it was a laser. Then it would be too bright of green. And without them knowing it, they would get blind. Cat's vision is very strange. Because cats don't even know what is too bright and what is not too bright. And, cats love us by the colors. And cats love us by our colors. They see barflies as, aqua wings with purple bodies. They see them as beautiful. They look at them, they want to chase them and eat them. And then they see moles as a green color, as a dark green color. They see horses as a bright green color. And they also see horses as a royal purple color. They see in all sorts of colors, in all different shades of colors that we don't even know about. As an atheist would experiment on that cat, they see a cat's vision as being boring. But I see them as pretty weird and exciting. So they see the heat sources of the color and by light. We see by color and by light. They see by heat sources and color. And even more funny is, snakes have the same heat source by their colors next to the eye in the brain. They see heat sources and only heat sources. But not only do they see that, they also see only by heat sources, but they also see other colors like the cats see it. So snakes can see pretty much the same thing, but they only see by heat sources. But cats see by light and by heat sources. We only see by light and color. And we're unique by that. Same with the camera. We're, as humans, as unique as we get. We're the most unique people on the earth. How do we see things by color? Honestly, check the animals first. Look at the humans. Our eyes are very strange. Didn't you notice that? And animals are like different as well, but ours are the most strange human eyes that we can ever have. And they're God's eyes. And this is why God told us to notice things by color in some people, basically because he sees things by color. Cats see things by a different color. And they're not to actually study. We're the only ones that study. But cats see them by prey and by heat source. So, heat source and color, heat source and brightness. And we see them by heat source. We see things by color and light. So I hope you've been fascinated by this video, and I hope that you understand better that animals see things differently depending on the structure of what they do. Like the structure depends on what they do and see and all that. Basically, animals see things differently because they have to survive by that kind of coloring. They have to see things by that kind of heat source and brightness, so they can hunt animals, which are very unique to them, but not to any of us. Because animals that see in the night see things by heat source and basically by light. We don't. That's prey animals. Moths are pretty much the same way. All the animals that see in the night, they see by color and by heat source. And all the animals that see at day, they mainly see at light and primary colors. Like deer, they see only by light. And when they see literally bright stuff at dark night, they get paralyzed because they only see things by how bright it is and how dark it is because their eyes are differently shaped. So when they see the brightness of the light, they get frozen because it's bright on one side and too dark on the other. They get dizzy. And basically, deer can't handle that. Deer can only handle subtle differences in light. They may see things in primary colors, but those colors are basically based on light. So they can, in fact, and that's basically by mirror, they can see actually in a very dark night. But their only primary source is light and these primary colors. We see a variety of colors. So my other point is, deer are very sensitive to light. Utterly very sensitive to light, and that could be blinding them. So remember, my point is, animals' eyes are very different. And this is how cats understand you. Very, very well. Alright, I'll be done now, okay? Bye.